Adventure in Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with
Amber Wild.
Nice, here at Aftershock.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, how psyched are you about this festival?
Oh, it's our first festival we've ever played, so this is
Really?
wild for us. Yeah, we got together in, what was it, January, so everything's kind of new for us, but to get to play one of these early on is pretty crazy.
Especially two reasons. One, this one of all the DWP festivals is the one I love most.
Oh, the lineup's fucking insane this
And look
year.
at this
It's
back
crazy.
here, the hangout back here, you know? Like,
Oh, yeah.
artists don't even go back there. They stay here because we've got a chef cooking food, open bar, drip bar.
Oh, we'll be here all day.
There you go. See, that's what most of the artists are.
Yep.
You know, it's just a cool vibe, you know?
For sure.
And one thing about Danny Wimmer festivals, I'm sure you've experienced already, like, he knows how to take care of the artist, number one.
Absolutely.
Number one, he knows how to do a festival. I do all the festivals in the United States. I do some UK and European ones. By far, this is way better than any other festival in the United States. He just knows what he's doing, knows how to organize it, to take care of everybody, and to do it the right way.
1,000%. And they got a reputation for that. I mean, I've been lucky. I've grown up going through a lot of festivals on the artist side, and like, as soon as you show up at a DWP festival, everyone's so much happier. Everyone's
Right?
I remember even my dad, when we rolled into Aftershock last year, he's like, Danny puts on the best festivals. They're so great. They're well organized. The lineup's like, everyone at every level seems to rave about him.
Yeah.
So, you know, we couldn't be more stoked to be here.
I know, right? And you'll have a huge crowd here at Aftershock no matter what time you play. There's like bands that play like
We were
at
shocked.
9 in the morning.
We were the first band up,
Right?
so we're like, yeah, we're gonna
Right?
play to like our friends,
That's what
all
you
two
think,
of
right?
them that showed up, and when we get on stage, it's like, shit, there are a bunch of people here, and they're into it.
Dude, as I was walking into Mia tent, there were people running up to these artists. They always got intervene in interviews.
Well, he's in the band, so it makes sense.
Holy shit! How did I not know that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I love it. See that? Now I even feel better interviewing you guys. I know somebody. I thought it was because I have that happen all the time. Artists like him, they'll just come up in the middle of the interview. Hey, what's going on? That's so cool. So yeah, I saw people running up to the rail and like gates just opened.
Oh,
And
yeah.
You don't see that at any other festival.
Shirtless guy.
We were line checking at like 11:53, and people were running to the rails. I was like, all right, cool.
Right?
We're here for it.
There you go. So you also did shows the final end of the road for KISS.
Yeah, so after this, we got a week of rehearsals in LA, and then we head to Cincinnati. So
Nice.
October 19th, we got our first two singles coming out, Breakout and
Nice.
Silver, and we got our first arena show. So that's fucking wild.
Wow. So how would you describe your music? Because I'm sure, like, as Paul's kid, you're probably like, well, I want to play something different. But then there's other kids that are like, I want to play something similar.
You know, I think both those approaches are wrong. I think you got to just do what you love and do it to the best of your ability. And when I got this together, I met the guys, and we all kind of fell in real quick. And it was like, let's just be the best real live rock band that we can be. And, you know, I
There
think
you
something
go.
that's really, really cool about playing together in a band is that chemistry between guys when you play live. And that's why we don't use tracks. Like, I miss seeing more of that, you know, like warts and all, because then you also get extra magic that you can't get when you're locked into something. And that was kind of the whole thing when we got together. It's like, let's write the best songs we can and just have a shit ton of fun playing them.
Well, you know what? The key to a band lasting is the first thing you said, writing good songs. Because those stand the test of time.
Well, thank God. I remember when I first met Tommy, because we met through a mutual friend, and I'd seen him play before, and I knew he was just like a badass drummer. But the first night we hung out, we always seemed to end up in one of our cars just cranking tunes. And I forget what we listened to first. Some heavy. No, but it was some heavy shit first. And you're like, you like Gord? And I was like, yeah. And then we started listening to Gordon Lightfoot, and I'm like, all right, this guy's sick. Like,
Nice.
It's funny because, if you ask Evan if he wants to sound like Paul or not, Evan wants to sound like what inspired Evan. I feel like we're taking a lot of stuff from what we grew up on and what inspired us to play in the first place. And it's like, I wouldn't be drumming right now if it wasn't for Kiss, that's for sure. And it's just, there's a lot of bands, whether it's
I think that's
anybody.
true of just about anybody walking the planet
Exactly.
that's involved in music.
Yeah, you can't deny it. It's just like all these influences from all these different genres. It's really interesting because they all, what we're all drawn to, there's one common ground, and that is real live music. We don't play tracks. We don't use clicks. We're just trying to live that rock and roll live. It's a conversational thing, too. It's just like, it's all us in the moment. You're going to get different things, different nights. It's not the same. It's not pre-planned. It's just the best of what we got for you.
and the thing about that, too, is like Tommy said, we all grew up, there's a lot of common ground on our influences, but there's a lot of diversity, too, and I think you get an interesting sound by bringing little bits from outside genres into what you do. I don't want to listen to a rock band that only listened to Zeppelin because they're going to sound like a bad version of Zeppelin.
Sounds familiar.
I could have said, I'm not trying to throw shade. I could have thrown, let's put it this way. I want to listen to anyone playing live instruments and having a blast.
Agreed.
That I will always
100%.
champion and I will always love. My point is,
100%.
I could have said AC/DC. I could have said Kiss. I could have said any band.
But you didn't.
Well, because I was listening to Zeppelin for 5 hours driving up here. I love Zeppelin. I'm a Zeppelin freak. You want to listen to you want to see my cue? No, but the thing is, it's like, I love Zeppelin. I'm a Jimmy Page freak. He's my favorite guitar player.
Nice.
That guy is ridiculous. But there's so many other players I love, and by incorporating bits of Brian May, bits of Peter Green, bits of Rory Gallagher, bits of, Magic Sam, then you end up not sounding exactly like any one of them.
Agreed.
And the idea is to do that both as an individual player, as a writer, and as a band. You got to pull little bits from everywhere, and then hopefully you end up with something at least somewhat unique.
Absolutely. And here's an interesting story for you. First album I ever had in my life, I won at Seaside Heights on the boardwalk. There was this really cool album up there that had this cool picture on it. I'm like, that's the one I want. It just came out. It was a brand new album. Kiss.
Which
The
one?
first.
Oh, wow.
The first
Okay.
one.
Tommy's the resident Kiss expert. It's like people ask me Kiss questions. I'm like, I ask T. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, he's the guy.
Oh, yeah, I was a Kiss freak my whole childhood.
I know, right? I mean, when I grew up, I picked up a lot of all my dad's music, and, I'm the youngest in the band, depending on who you ask, and it's all, my dad had introduced me to all this rock and metal, and my mom got me into all this 80s new wave and alternative dance, and Marshall got me into Judas Priest. Is that right, huh?
That's damn right. That's
Nice.
damn right. KK. Hey, shout out KK Downing.
I love KK, too. Like, I talk to him now. I love KK's Priest, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's just the coolest
Oh, yeah.
dude ever.
Yep, my favorite. He's my hero.
Nice.
Watching Priest, U.S. Festival 1983 up there.
I was there.
You were there?
I was there.
No way.
I was there.
Dude,
I
watching
was
that.
like fifth from the stage when they were playing.
No way. Man,
Yeah.
watching that full set, when I was a kid growing up, I was like, I want to be that guy because, I'm blonde and he plays a flying V. I got a flying V because he plays a flying V, and that's what I wanted to do. I'd sit at home and learn British steel riffs all
Nice.
day.
Oh, I love it. See,
My
that's
favorite.
all my favorite stuff.
Yeah.
Tell everybody how they can reach out to you guys on socials, on the web, buy your merch, check out all your stuff, all
man, the easiest way to find us is Instagram, Amber Wild Band. If you type in Amber Wild Band virtually anywhere, we'll pop up. It's the big AW with a line through it and all our pretty faces. But we got stuff coming out October 19th. So if you go on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon, whatever else you might use, pre-save, that helps us out a ton. And hopefully we'll be coming to a city near you next month.
Love it. Love you guys. I think you're going to be like my next favorites because
Well,
just your attitude
fingers
in
crossed.
the interview. Just the attitude in the interview alone is good for me.
Well, I'll send you a private stream. You can check these songs out, and then hopefully we lock you.
You'll lock me. Definitely do that. And thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
So appreciate you having us. Thanks, man.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.